Ja, dus dat is het zeker. Ook daarna zou是有点是。I shall go. resewing. That worked that time. There's the inbox. I've got a trace. I've got a trace. Double trace is the neutron detector. That's on 10 milliseconds. If we can turn other things in that. That's the transmitter. That's right, user ally. So there's the trace, and presumably that's your trace. You can see your traces on the other trace as well. So there's the trace. So there's a trace on both of them at the same time. There's the pulses, essentially 10 milliseconds. So there's the trace. That doesn't make much sense. It's a wavy line. I was expecting a series of spikes. So that could be a series of explosions which have kicked the thing up. It could just be interference, of course, couldn't it? I don't know. It's not doing what I expected to do. And I can't get a trace of it because it blows up the computer. I lost the picture at one stage, and then the mouse stopped working. And then I've lost one of the ports on the hub, so it's not actually working at all. So it's a very bad idea. The high voltage computers don't go together. I've now got the transducer connected, the resonance coil, which is 100 Henry, connected to a bank of capacitors, which are 0.4 microfarads, 10,000 volts. I'll reduce the regulated gap for the regulated voltage down to about 2 centimeters, which is about 7 kilowatts or so, like that. And this should oscillate lovely. So I did a calculation previously, and it should be 50 hertz, but I can't be sure because I wasn't sure of the. But I thought that the inductance was about 40 henries, and it could be, but I can't measure 100 henries, so I've no idea what it is. So now I'm going to strobe it just to see what happens. I've got a pickup coil to use the voltage, so I don't. It's now working now. It's now working properly. So that's much better. That's much better trace. Let's see. This one got this is arm. So it is working. Now I need to do the obvious. This one trigger. Trigger. There it is. Trigger. Channel 2, that's right. Circle. And reset. Let's reset it. Very high voltage there. Make sure it triggers at the wrong time. Wait. So that now should wait till I press the trigger. So I just transfer camera over to the other camera. Two cameras this way. So two cameras. So I just there. Channel 2, it's in channel 2. Frequency. Frequencies in the frequency. And peak to peak. That's what I need to know. So, yes, got it. There it is. I've fallen down. Something's fallen down. Something's fallen down. It's the pickup coil. That's right. It's fallen down. That's right. I'll just stick it up. That's set the trigger off. So now we set up find the stress of it. So put that on. There is stress. Just there. See there. There's the trigger force down here. The trigger force down. That's the trigger, and there's the neutron burst. So I'm going down to a bit towards. There it is. So there it is. So the trigger force is here, which is when I strobe it, and that's the strobe. And this up here is the neutron burst. As you see, it's more interesting. That's what's interesting. So that's now working. And if I that's it. And the time burst is 100 microseconds. So let's see that. That neutral burst comes just after the trigger. So that's how it should be. It is in the right place. And it's very interesting. So that's important. I'll now make a print out of that. So put it on both more. I don't know psychiatrists do about sex the whole time. It's really bad. They keep accusing me of sex offences, which is very bad, and all sorts of things. And I know, obviously, sex is important. It is everybody. It's something that I do have a relationship with Edith, and that was all. She's my girlfriend, but she's my wife now. She's stranded in Vienna, and that was because the psychiatrist decided to stop the transfer of money when I got her here. Now, I think she's probably better off there, because in this country she would not be very well treated, being Hungarian. And so I think she's better off there. I understand from what I heard that she's actually got a job in on McDonald's, so she's better than me. I don't know how much they get paid there, but it's not very much. I hope so, because she often goes in, so it's basically her job. I don't know what's happened. I've been out of touch with her, but I'm a feeling that's what she's done. Hopefully, and I shall know, because I'm sure she'll stop drawing money out of my account and still be buying things. And I wonder how much she's buying, but she'll stop drawing money out. So I mean, she's got a sort of stay. And so sort of the bottom press, you can see it. Like that. And so I stop this. So that's not reached. The frequency is not killed. So it wouldn't be good to start repeating. So peak to peak is the temperature, which is not interesting because it's not on the coil itself. That's the way anything. And so I don't really see this. That's interesting. And so it is working. But I think we need a training process to be strong. And so let's read our slides. We also need to use material back there. I don't think I'll pump that down, but I didn't pump that down. So now I'm going to pump it down. I think I pumped it down. So it's working with air at atmospheric pressure. Okay. So now I'll pump it down to pressure. Water and reset. And I'll push the pressure down. Do it again. Now. Now down to 24. Okay. Feel that? voices, they're different. It's a bit higher. Actually, it's around also the pulse height, so it's twice as high as it was before. And it's actually quite a train pulse, isn't it? Train pulses, so it is different. Train pulses. There's an oscillation there, but it's far higher than 50 hertz. It's far higher than 50 hertz. So it's probably the primary that's making the oscillation. Actually, think about it. What time base do I go? 70 microseconds. That's what it is actually. The high it was before. So that's the. I'll just take a out of that. That's these are measured. Just that. So that. And the other thing I need to do, which is not what I'm doing, it's just and every also a certain force charge to get. So certainly Uncle Arthur, Uncle Arthur was put on force sex maniac charges when he was on this sort of work. I don't know what they got against it. It's probably Queen's petrol or somebody's petrol. But it does make a difference. And it also means that the Second World War was a crime. And they're very persistent about that. They're sensitive, which sounds terrible. But it's not my affair, I wasn't there. And nobody living now was there, actually, so just forget about it. But people worried that their forefathers fought and died about this engine, because that's one of the things they fought about. So they said Hitler couldn't have done that, he was a worker. Well, it's stupid, workers can do things like that. Well, I'm not a worker, I've got a PhD, but the workers can do things like that. I don't know why they attacked me, why derated me. And I don't know, maybe I'm into some of that would be a possibility, but other things. My birth certificate is very similar to my father, and that was the person who attacked me when I was born made a mistake, and it was a mistake that couldn't be rectified apparently. But that's what Britain's like. It's a criminal nation based on enslaving some people by brain damaging them, and that's been going on for a long time. And so some people it dulls the mind, and other people it takes a while to go, so it's pretty bad. Because this thing up here is where the mind is. Now, I'm being poisoned all the time, so probably give me a hard dose. But even poison the food, terrible, the criminals. I don't know why they do it. Who's in charge of these people? I don't know. There's crimes being committed all the time by the Christians, basically, and the Normans. Apparently, the people in churches, the church gospel actually have freedom to trade, and that's something the pigs have done. But there may be increased improvement in democracy, but you don't have to go to church. And well, they say they teach Catholicism, that's all right. But the rest of it, and a lot of what they teach is in the Bible. It's reasonable, and it's reasonable. But they talk about Jesus Christ being God, which is not true. He was just like who he was, but maybe they inspire that. But he did teach good things, and something wrong with that. You'll learn it. And if you follow the Bible teachings, some people get rich. But I was attacked by people who just wanted my money, and I think there's some idea of making me a capitalist for having money, but basically stealing my money, basically, and putting it in businesses which fail. So what's the point? And that is a risk, of course, if you start spending money on businesses after the fail. And that's what people do. Well, I'm not running a business, I should probably take this thing off now or something, because nobody has shown any real interest. And it's a better design now, it's got those capacitors in. It's actually, don't know how proud this improves the neutron count. And such good things, just nice to me. But I'll have to measure the frequency at some stage, but that's vibrating at a much higher frequency than you get these parasitic oscillations, and that's what that is. Capacitors are the one you put there, but it has improved things, and I think it would be better if it was driven by a tone, and it's because I've got two coils. I've got the outer coil, which has a resonant frequency totally different from the inside coil. And Tesla said that the resonant frequency of the outer coil is not that important, it's the inner coil. And the type of resonance precise. You get 200%. So that's why I could go introductory to give a constant stream of pulses, but that's necessary. So being a Kuban coil out of the starter wires, the starter cable, where it is because you can't get by length, so it comes in 100 meter length or whatever. It'd be very heavy, I couldn't handle it, but it could be used. It'd be a massive thing, a huge massive bar with huge jars in it. I don't know what the inductors would be, and to make it like a low frequency, you need a capacitor. So capacitors were a good idea, and I should think in the other film you'll see the flash over in the pressure of the voltage restrictor. And something's happening. With 4 capacitors in series, you get each capacitor can act as an oscillator with the coil and by itself. So it's actually quite a complicated system. And charts of all working together are actually quite slim. And you've got 4 separate ones because they all act separately with these separate circuits and they will interact with each other. So it's fairly low frequency, but even so. And this is of course very high frequency, 100 microseconds. How much is that? See what the actual portion of coil width is about 50 microseconds. So 50 minus 6. I'll tell you what's it. It's actually 20,000 hertz. That is not the resonant frequency of that capacitor and coil. So it's not working, is it? So the inductors is actually working differently than what it should do. You know, big inductors can break down into separate lengths, and so it's not working as it should do. So it's a series of nodes, but while working out, you've got to be careful. But I'm using a separate coil which has a very short time, very small time constant, it's a very low inductance, and a very big coil in the middle, so they don't cover very well. And so this pulse is surely coming from the outer coil, which means you don't need the inner coil, isn't it? Quite honestly, you don't need the inner coil. Well, you do need it to produce the high voltage. You do need it. So you've got 2 separate systems there. The high voltage is striking the arc through the gas, and the low voltage is the high current. Because the current sheet is the same. You can't produce more current sheet with the extra windings. You can't do it. So the current sheet is the same. So the current sheet can be gone from the outside. So it's actually breaking straight through the inner coil. So the other way of doing it is to stroke the inner coil. So you wouldn't know it. You only 40 milliamps. And 40 milliamps, and you've got you don't use a valve, 40 milliamps, and the inductor, it will actually oscillate at the right frequency there. A valve would be better, and it would be fairly low frequency thing. But if you high voltage, you need, I don't know, you could use you start putting coils in, it doesn't work very well, because actually you still get the same thing. I mean, this 400 amp winding will be driven by a transistor, and it will work differently, but you still get it work because it's on a single spike. You get different response. So that's actually quite complicated. The actual response from that's coming from the outer coil and a single spike. So you've got to make it work properly, you have to have a small number of turns in the inner coil, so it gets more light. So that natural frequency of the outer coil, probably it's down here, so this is one of the ones. I can't see it, you see. I can't start, that's the trigger force, right? So it's 100 microseconds. So there's about that's about 4 cycles there, 4 cycles and that's there's 100 microseconds. So from there to there is about 20 microseconds. So if I go 20, so each cycle is 5 microseconds. 5e minus 6 equals, that's that 20,000. That's 200,000 hertz. 200,000 hertz. So that's the outer circuit. So if you've got to drive that properly, you've got to drive it at a much lower frequency than that inner one. No, I can't do that. It is a transistor. The process I've got has to be changed. In order to match that frequency, you've got to make an inner coil which has a similar response, basically. So that's actually a design problem. The other way to do it is to take out the big coil on the outside, use the same coil battery to power it, and have a transistor have more coils away. We could use a transistor. You would have to have the coil, the inner coil, which has to be driven from up separately. You have to put a pulse through it. You can do it with a simple battery. It wouldn't, a simple battery, 1.5 volt battery would be enough to drive 40 milliamps through it, and then you'd interrupt it. Which in the interrupter would actually generate high voltage. And also the speed at which the interruption takes place. You can do it with a switch about, but the voltage was very high. That might be a possibility. I think I originally tried that with a relay, which made it worse. So that's a possibility. So there's all sorts of things. See, I'm dopey, so somebody's poisoned because the psychiatrist has been, so he's probably poisoned me somehow. They're like that, they poison people, you know. They say, it must be poisoned, must be poisoned. They don't want to be internal. They're trying to get rid of me, trying to kill me. That's what it is. And they say, look after me, they're not. They're stealing my money. Somebody wants to get rid of me, I don't understand it. And I blame my cousins. I really don't know what's going on. And he's terrible enough to drug me without me knowing. And he could have told me really without me knowing. All sorts of things. He's a malignant psychopath, these people are. They're clever. They probably think they're doing their job, but basically they're really not. He's probably giving an injection of an antipsychotic last fortnight, all that sort of stuff. Well, I don't like that, and I really don't know why I'm to see him. I'm in danger from him. He's making me stupid, so that makes me more vulnerable, basically. He wants to get rid of me. Someone wants to get rid of me. I don't understand it. Somebody. Well, it's my cousins. I really don't know. But so I'm very angry with these Christians because they talk religiously all that good stuff, but basically they're criminals. I mean, the ISIS behead people in public, that's pretty bad. But the Christians take people's brains out in public, it's even worse. And they want to get in at night so they can train me while I sleep. So when they take my brain out, I appear to be normal. That's what malignant psychopaths are. I'd like to see them hanged. It is a official policy of the government. I don't know what's going on because they got me down to this, and that was not true. I'm an innocent man. They just dream it up. You must be this, you must be. It's Kim, he's a sort of man who says that. He must be it. Can't be doing else. But that's not the way, that's not scientific. Forensic evidence is the only way to go about it. If my mark was on somebody, then that's what happened. But they just want to get rid of me. It's important. It's an atrocity. I don't understand it. I've been poisoned again. And I'm very angry. Well, basically, I'd like to shoot these Christians. Of course, they're criminals. They're attacking me. I've got a gun, but they just bloody deserve beheading. You know, I mean, there's a great war going on now between the West, which the West is supposed to be Christians, but that's what's on the line. But anyway, they have to get one again. Annoying, because they're angry that ISIS has beheaded a couple of Britain, a couple of Americans. That's very bad. It's very silly of them to do so, because it's antagonising the enemy. And they may want to do that. Well, I don't know what they're doing, but dragging us into the conflict is not good. I know. Now, I don't support them, but Christians are awful people. Well, maybe they think they're fighting on God's side, or their own side, and they poison me. That's what they do. They poison people. They drug people, and they chop people's brains in all sorts of nasty things. Well, that's too late. Probably the injection will last a fortnight. So usually these injections last a fortnight, or something like that, or whatever they've done. They've done it without my permission, without my knowledge, so they committed a crime, and they're insane. It's because when he came in, somebody else could have come in without me realising it, because they're clever like that. They're terrible, evil people, evil, rotten thugs. All psychiatry is supposed to be about sick minds and so on, but actually it's political. They're not sick at all. I know. People who reject Jesus tend to be sick because they think, well, I don't know what reason is, but Jesus was, well, whoever he is, but actually they're criminals. I like to see them hanged, basically, or beheaded, because they're attacking. They probably murdered, what's his name? Brian, I call him. And they murdered Olympia, all sorts of people they murdered. And they could have murdered it. So once you're in that place, they murder you. And they put you there to kill you. That's what falling criminals are. And they mess about themselves and they kill them. Well, there's no escape, is there? They've stolen my money. And then if I left the country, they'll stop paying me. Well, I like to see the bloody lot of them hanged because they're attacking me. I don't understand it. Why the law supports them? I don't know. The law's on their side. Why? I don't know. Because they're attacking me. Somebody's paid them to attack me. That's what's happening. I'm accused for the things they didn't do. You know, to get rid of me. It's probably killing me. I don't know who it is. But somebody's accused of it. The man trusts it. He gets away. It's absolutely awful. And as I say, the Christians are murdering us. And they probably think once everybody's a Christian, they'll be peaceful life. That's what it would be. If you took their brains out, they wouldn't do anything, would they? They'd just sit there. Anyway, as I say, I like to see the end of Christianity go on. They'll be there long after I've gone. And they're accelerating my death. And really can't go about it. And they steal everything, you know. Steal everything. And if you start having surveillance cameras, of course, who looks at them? They do. We came in, that's all right. They're the danger. I'm in danger from them. They say nobody else came in. Well, they're the ones that say come in. They're clever like that. Clever, nasty lot. And viper's brood, as I say, viper's brood. And they pretend friends. They're nice. And they want to put them away. That's all they want. I don't really understand what's going on because I was living quite peaceably for years without a reason, and then somebody attacked me. And I don't know who's responsible, but somebody has got a needle in me, and it's probably Kim Brown, that's what we call Ulrey. And he takes legal actions of other people, got a prominent people up there. I mean, people who, the same thing is all about this place and stuff. And he takes it because he's offended as well. He's an agent for working job for other people. I can't live out it. I can't do anything violent to him, I know. But he can do violent things, so he's violent by proxy. And if they're Freemasons, they're Grand Masters, they're criminals. And Grand Masters kill people and steal their money and wreck their lives. And they're not, what they're doing it for their own purposes. They're not doing it for any other reason. And all I could do is sit here. Because they isolated me by removing my friends who would protect me. They're awful people. Awful people. Clever, but awful. And I'm just an innocent man. Well, I just read it. it does appear the more I do, the less I get. The more I do, the less I get. And so probably I realised that this very high current coil has a very small inductance and it is resonating at a very high frequency, about 500 kilohertz or so, which is quite a high frequency, not too bad. And so I've taken that off, that high, and I'm going to replace this by to drive a DC voltage through the car, 40 milliamps, and I measured the resistance as 7k. That comes to 300 volts. So I'm because I don't want to run off the range. It's not a good idea. So anything like that. But you're not allowed to anyway. So what I'm going to do is to it needs to be 12 watts because it's doesn't matter. So I'll get an inverter, small inverter, to plug into the power supply, the DC power supply I've got, and that will produce 250 volts or so, and then I have to rectify it and put it through a capacitor. So with very low current, I might actually, because it probably could be easier to make with the oscillator, but my oscillators tend not to work. You know, my transistor oscillators never oscillate. That's a big problem. But if they hadn't murdered my friend, what was his name, Brian, he would do it. He could have done it quite easily. Something I can't do. I can do oscillators, but the designs I make are rubbish, basically. So what I'm going to do is to replace that by something much simpler, basically. I'll use the 80,000 again, because the first one, the one I had that was a toy, was 100,000 turns, very fine wire, 100,000 turns, and it had a 4.5 volt battery, and that produced power, so that's all it needs. So I think I have to get an oscillator to run any frequency. It is an oscillator, get one of these from Maplin that plugs into a 4.5 volt battery, and that will then I can rectify the output. I need to be go fully through one of those miniature main transformers. So if it goes 12 volts in, I'll get 250 volts or 30 volts out. But that's only a few, so I just need a capacitor on it, and expression like capacitor, just one of these right run capacitors will do, and rectify it, and then that will go through the starter bending. So I'll take it out this great thick cable. I don't need that. So replace the starter bending, and then switch a small current, which is high voltage. The voltage should take the voltage, no problem. Say 250 volts, that's excessive, and there's a big gap on the solenoid, so it's designed to take high voltage because it's switch back. So that should do it, and that will do it. Because when it kicks back, there'll be high voltage. That's the problem, and I should still get the 30,000 volts kickback. Now that may well drop. It's actually that the actual air gap for that. There's a air gap in the little circuit I got. The solenoid, it's quite sufficient for 7 kilowatts. So you don't need this huge voltage. So I'll limit it. And when I started, it'll be the first start, because when I had the one I had as a toy was actually switched on and off. It kept flipping. So what it was, the coil pulled a little reed and that opened the circuit, and that's what it was. And I can't do that reed here because the whole way the reed was taken up by the gas. So that was the problem, because I remember the gas didn't go all the way through. Couldn't go right through. And so I don't know what I did. I showed you there was 7-year-olds, so I could have done anything. I don't know what I did. But it was basically 100,000 turn coil, about that size, a child's it's called an electric shock cotton coil. These don't make it anymore. They don't even make some cars that kill you. People died of it. I think that was a problem. But having games, people died, so it wasn't safe. People had a heart disease. but it was under 1,000 volts, and that's where I got in the first place. So I went, this one I got now, it's got 80,000 turns estimated, so if I put 40 milliamps through it and interrupt it, which I can do, just strap it on and off, and that should do it. And that should actually produce the effect I want. Start it up. Because it actually, when you do it, it actually buzzes, so there was a buzz, so not important. And when I did one of the upper laboratory, when I started up, the current was interrupted by I'm quite sure what it was interrupted by, it was just a spark. And that started it. You see, that was important. And that's the way to go about it. So I'm doing everything. The more I do, the less I get. I think that's what they do with ITER. They do more and more and get less and less. It's one of those things. It's a problem. So they get a big machine. I think they need a bigger machine. Or maybe that's the wrong person. You get a small machine, the energy density is much higher. So I'm showing them a small machine. It's got bigger, but I'm not getting more out of it, you know. It's a bit of a shame, really. So I mean, other people who really big actually do better than me. I'm sure somebody will do it first. But it's all very strange. If I use thicker wire or a heavier coil, it would take more current. Then I could use a 12-volt battery. But I need 300 volts because of the resistance to overcome. That's the problem. So I did have one in between. I did have a coil. I still got the wire. I had to rebuild it, but I took it off because I was dissatisfied. But that had a 3-volt battery and I got a flashover. So I should have stayed with that. I was so impressed, so intoxicated by this 300, 400 amp thing. I'm not confused. It's because I'm working from memory, and my memory is confused. So I'll stop there. But that's the problem. So I've got the wire. I could reconstruct it. It's not a problem. The wire is in one piece. 2 pieces have been cut, so it could be rewound. I've got bits. Could be rewound. Yeah, that's my thoughts for today.